Hey, it's Detroit PE here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy virtual game for you, your students, your kids, whoever. But follow along, it's going to be great. So the first thing I want to show you is my YouTube channel. I have over 150 virtual games, and I love creating this kind of content. Any kind of content, as long as it gets my students moving. So go and subscribe to Detroit PE, where you can get ideas or just have some fun with your kids. And then, branch off and make your own, create your own. You can really create exactly what your students want. And it's super easy. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So just for reference, here's all my uploads. If you look at my videos, I've got tons and tons and tons and tons of them. And honestly, I think they get better as the days go on. So like just recently, I have my virtual freeze tags, volume 1 through 5. 5 is a yoga edition, super fun. And I've also been giving out free templates of my Find Me Fitness games. So if you are on my YouTube channel, or if you're listening to this video right now, go to www.thephysicaleducationteacher.com and you can get a free template and create your own game like this on Canva. And I also have a tutorial in that post, so go check that out. Anyways, let's get started. We are going to go right on over to canva.com. And here's what your homepage is going to look like. All my designs are right here. You're just starting out. You might want to go here to create a design. So I always like to do video presentation. They got rid of it. They've been changing some stuff around. So we'll go to YouTube video. I can spell. So we're going right here. And then here's what your presentation is going to look like. Now you can choose from a template to kind of get you a little bit of a head start. I don't usually mess with the templates because I like to start from scratch. So we're actually gonna go ahead and create a dance yoga game, which is super fun. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback with my dance yoga games, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make. So if you like what I'm providing on YouTube, you can make your own and you can make it exactly how your kids want it. So first thing we're gonna do, we have a blank canvas here. This is gonna be your home page, basically your cover page. So we're gonna go to text. And let's just pull out this text and put dance. Yeah. Okay. Now you can make this bigger, smaller, move it around. You see these purple lines here? This is dead center in the middle. So that's pretty cool. You can look at those purple lines for measurement references. I always like to put my tag at the bottom. So www.thephysicaleducationteacher.com. This is my actual website. I shouldn't have said tag. Go check that out if you haven't. Also, I always put it on mine in case people like my videos and they want to see more or they want different types of content. I do health and wellness as well, but we'll leave that right there. Okay, that looks great, right? Sure, but we want to add more to it. We want that to really pop for kids because we want them to play it. So you can go to background. There's a few different ways you can do this. See my recently used, I like color. You can go to background and, there's tons of different categories here. You can find something that might work for you that actually does look pretty cool. And I think I might keep that. But another thing you could do is you can go to photos, and I always type in colorful. As you can see, fun colors, colorful, sunset color. I like to type in colorful because this is really going to draw a kid's eye and it's going to make them want to play it. So if you did it this way, let's just say you wanted this right here. I'm going to click on it and see how it doesn't really fit to my slideshow. That's okay, because you're going to right click on it, replace background, and there you go. And I think this will be on all your slides now. Oh no, maybe not. Let's see. But you can duplicate the page so it is there. We're actually not going to do that. I'm going to delete this, and I actually don't like this background, so I'm just going to click on it and hit the backspace bar, and then let's go back to my background, pull it out. There we go. Okay, so dance yoga is good. Let's change the color up here. Looking pretty. And then you can add elements, different kinds of pictures. These are kind of cool. I've been actually doing this more recently. You can see I have in my see all, I have been using yoga elements or just different kinds of things to put on my front screen. For today, I'm just going to use one. Some of them you can change the colors on them. You see up here. Some of them you can't. It just kind of depends what you're using. But you could do like animated anything. Let's see, animated line. See how these are, and you could do 1 second. All right, you could do something like this. See how that kind of looks cool? What else? Arrows. I don't know. Pull everything in there. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can come up here, flip, change the direction. But I'm actually going to delete that, and I'm going to delete this here. We're going to keep it simple. Now, I always animate my pages. My first page is always a block, and then you have to change the timer. So if I didn't change this timer, this slide would show for 5 seconds when I turned it into a video. But we're going to actually change it to 8 seconds. Perfect. All right, now we're going to page 2. So let's go ahead and change my background. We're going to do just a cute pink. We're going to make this real girly, I guess. And this is your how to play page. So we're going to go to elements. I'm sorry, no, we're not. We're going to text. And let's use one of the built-in texts that they have for us, kind of make it fun. Let's go to this one here. There we go. All right, we're going to highlight this. Oh man, you really can't read that. That does not look good. So we're going to just go ahead and delete the entire thing. Let's check this one out. So how to, and this one will probably look really cool. How to play. We're going to make that a lot smaller. There we go. And I kind of like how that pink looks on each other. Pink on pink on pink. All right, now we want the rules in here. So I'm just going to take one of my normal texts and copy the dance moves on screen. When you see the yoga, no, we don't want that. Copy the dance moves on screen and then freeze like the yoga pose. I mean, this is not great wording, but hey, you got the gist, right? This will be fine for now. Obviously, it would take some time and I would fix that up, but for time's sake, we're going to move on. Copy the dance moves on screen, then freeze like the yoga pose. We're going to make this white. You can change the color. You can also change the font up here. You can add effects. So we can add a lift to it, which is really cool. You can add a shadow and then change the color, add some more pink into that. You can do black. I actually want to just do the lift and then you can intensify it or not. We'll just do 75. And there you go. Now on to page 3. So now here you're going to start to add your dances, and each element or each dance move that you put is going to be a brand new slide. And on Canva, unfortunately, for right now, you can only add 50 slides. So just be careful on overdoing it. You can't add that much. So we are going to pull this background. So I'm going to copy it, paste. And now we're going to go to more down here. And we're going to go to this app. This is Giphy or Jiffy. I actually don't know how to say it. And I'll never know in any of these videos that I create. It's always going to be wrong. But you can pull anything you want in here, but we're going to go here and we're just going to type in dance. And then a bunch of dance GIFs or GIFs pop up and you can put them into your video. So we're going to click on this guy first. He kind of matches actually. So when your students are looking at this screen, they're going to copy this little alien. Now, of course, you want to time it. So let's say you want them to copy this dance move for 15 seconds. Oops. Make sure that's there so it doesn't just pop on and then go away like really quickly. So that could be your slide, or you could do a lot more with it. So we can go to elements here, and you can do the shapes. And you can grab whatever shape you want to put as a background on this. It's really cool. So let's just do this regular rectangle. You're going to make it bigger than your picture, and then you're going to send it backwards. So now you just made your GIF pop a little bit more. I'm going to change this color, and we'll do, I want it to look cute, maybe black. Yeah, that looks good. That really makes it pop. Okay, so here, they're going to do the alien dance for 15 seconds. Now, what I always do, instead of just making a brand new page, I like to duplicate it. So go over here, duplicate this page. Now you have everything exactly the same, but also you have your timer. You don't have to redo your timer, which is cool, or your background. I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to go back here, and I like this guy. So we're going to click on him, but I also want to change my background to this. Oops. So look at that. So they're going to see the how to play page. Then they're going to dance like this alien. Then they're going to dance like this little guy. Now you're on to your next page. We'll get rid of him. Now you want them to freeze like in a yoga pose. So we're going to go to photos. And one of my favorites is yoga. Gonna come up. Let's see. Girl sitting in yoga pose. Okay, so you have all these options right here, and you can basically type in anything you want. But I really like this little girl here because it's kid friendly. Also, her colors kind of match the theme that I'm going for. So let's say the very first pose we want your kids to do is this one here. Okay, you can make this bigger or smaller. Actually, can remove the background. Now, some of these are pro features. You're not going to be able to on all of them. So if you don't pay for Canva, some of these you can't use, but you can always work around that and make your games your own. You don't need to pay for it. The free version is just as good. But I could remove the background, so it's just her. And look at how cool that looks. I actually don't want it to be like this. I actually do want it to have the background on here, but I mean, that is an option. And then we want to just make sure that background fits. You can actually center that there, and then make sure your entire picture is centered. Look for those purple lines. There we go. Great. Now she is going to be frozen for 15 seconds. You can also animate all of these as well. Let's see if we can tumble in, stomp in here. And there you go. You're on your way to a really great game. Now, if you want to look at your entire presentation, you would go to this little box down here, and here you have it. We start off with our dance yoga, #1 slide, then our directions. Then you've got your contents of your game. So now we can grab this guy and these two guys, right click, duplicate them. So now instead of creating all of this over again, now you've got another 3 pictures, images, videos that you can use to make your life easier and get the job done a lot quicker. So we're going to go out of here. Okay. Now let's just go right on through and change it up. Doesn't look the greatest. Let's go here. That is centered. Okay, that's your second pose. But now you got to get rid of these two guys because you've already used them. Let's see. We'll do maybe... And you can also do, if you don't think these are appropriate for kids, you can do cartoon. Maybe we'll add this guy here. Oh, he fits in here perfectly. And then I actually like to do, it's funny, fruit dance or vegetable dance. And it's just like really cute. Let's do this guy here. Look at that. Perfect. And there you go. Now you got a whole nother round. And one thing I did forget is my Detroit PE signature, are you ready or get ready page. So we are going to add a page right here. And we're going to make this page, let's make it this color. It pulls colors from your photos that you put in your game. So you can kind of make it all look the same. We're going to use this and then we're going to head on over to text. Ready. So if you watch any of my videos, you always hear me go, get ready. And my husband makes fun of me all the time for it, but it's okay. It's funny. So there's that. And then you can make it fancy. You can do like confetti. Animated, which is really cool, which is what I like to do. Let's see what we got here. This one. Put it in the corner. And you can copy it. Another one in this corner. How pretty that looks. Perfect. All right, let's say you want to see more of your slides. You can use this little thing here, make it smaller so that way you can actually see a little bit better what you're doing. Make it a lot bigger if you're looking to edit something really small that you need your eyes a lot closer on. But let's go ahead and take this. We're going to copy this. I'm going to duplicate this page. And can I move this down? Yeah. Go down here. They keep changing Canva, the layout. So this kind of gets confusing to me. But here we go. So now you have your get ready page, dance, dance, yoga. And then you kind of take a pause for about 5 seconds or so. Yep, it says 5 seconds up here. You can add a pop to it. Dance, dance, get ready, dance, dance, yoga. All right, so make this as long as you want, and then we're going to just do a closing page right here. So let's go ahead and make this background color pink. Element, and then, I'm sorry, not element, we want wording. Thanks for playing with Detroit PE. And then always be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always put that on the bottom. I'm not going to put that right now because you probably are already on my YouTube channel if you're seeing this video. But look at how easy it was to make this game. Now you can add audio. You can go down here and I always like to type in club or dance. And so there's really good beats that get your kids moving. It gets them excited for the game. So that's what I like to put there. You can sample them by just clicking on this little arrow, or you click on it and it goes right into your presentation. Gonna go ahead and pause that. And then when you go to this volume over here, if you're putting audio on your games, which I'm not going to show you in this video, but if you did want to put audio in it, I would recommend putting your volume for your music anywhere between, I do 60 and 75. Because sometimes the music will overpower your audio and it just doesn't sound that great. But if you turn your volume down too low, then sometimes your audio will overpower your game. So you have to find a good balance. And I've found that mine is anywhere between volume 60 to volume 75. So that is that. Well, let's see what else. We're going to animate my last page. Block. 15 seconds. Okay, now if you want to view your presentation and you don't want to go up here and go to present or anything, these lines right here, you can actually view them in full screen. So click on these, go all the way back to the start. Here's your main page. How to play. Get ready. Now your kids are dancing, and I'm controlling how fast these slides are. But in your actual presentation, I don't know why this guy's not moving. In your actual presentation, it'll go on its own if you've set the timer for each of your slides. Now your kids will freeze. And then they start over. So that's their break time. I don't know why these aren't moving, but they do. If you download this, they will move. And then they're going to freeze. And thanks for playing. Game over. So you can just press the escape key and it goes back to here. Now up here is where you can title your game. And here is where you're going to download everything. Right now it's telling me my game is only 1 minute and 58 seconds. And that's because there's not a lot here. I don't really have much in here. I would definitely make a way longer game than this. So that's what it's telling me here. And you can also press this and it'll play your game too for you. And you can just kind of sit back and relax. You don't have to manually do it. But yeah. All right, this download arrow right here, you're going to click on it when you're ready. And there's different ways you can download it. But obviously, if you're making a video, you want an MP4. So click on that. This is because I pay for Canva. So it hooks it right to my YouTube account. And then if you have that, you can click here. If you don't, you're just going to hit the download button. And your presentation is going to download right here into a nice and neat video for you. If you mess something up, you have this. You can always go back, change it up, and re-download it. And you can do it as many times as you want to. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Or you can find my blog. It's www.thephysicaleducationteacher.com. And you can write me notes on there or comments on there. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find me. Let me know how you like this. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.